What's up, guys? We're back again to blast opponents with some out-of-this-world plays. I took a completely normal Miner Rocket cycle deck, and I made it a monster. A top 200 player named Baby Nate always uses this deck, but I took out Log to put in Mirror, and Fire Spirit so then I can use the Fire Spirit trick with Dark Prince or Skeleton so I can always counter Goblin Barrel. And you guys already know the reason for this absolute abomination, Mirror Rocket. Regular Rocket does 591 damage to towers that your opponent can never defend, but a mirrored up Rocket will do 714 damage. So if you can combine them both back to back, you're gonna deal 1,305 damage to towers. So if your opponent ever gets to that danger zone, they automatically lose the game. Having this much uncounterable direct damage that your opponent doesn't have a spell shield for shouldn't be allowed in the game. So let's go jump straight some games, make some people rage, and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. A whole lot of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. So we got a game against Park. I'm planning to park myself on my side of the map the entire time until you give me an elixir advantage. So I will whip out my rockets if you drop something in the back, but it's not safe to do that until double elixir, because if you go in for 2 adventures with a rocket and you're down elixir, your opponent will probably just take your entire tower. So all rocket things that cost 4 or 5 elixir plus when you cycle them in the back. If you drop an Archer Queen, every single time that thing is going to get rocketed. I hope that you go and drop like E-Barbs or something. Oh, that's going to be a free tornado for him. It's not the end of the world, right? If you get a King Tower activation at the very jump, obviously I'm going to be kind of hurting with my miner. He's not going to get as much tower damage. He's got to put in a lot more work and grind to get it, but the rocket's still going to operate relatively similarly. I think right now, since we know it's going to be a graveyard deck, I will rocket this for a -3 trade, but I don't have to deal with the Ice Wizard, and if you graveyard me, I'm going to have skeletons, and I'm also going to have Royal Delivery to clean up the entire graveyard. So that's what I was expecting. Should be able to get a lot of value with this Royal Delivery here, and then maybe even going for a Fire Spirit afterwards. So we'll see how this works. I think with the skeletons and Royal Delivery, oh, 1 hit from the Valk. Not too bad, not too shabby. We can go for a miner in the safe spot because his Valkyrie's out of cycle. You can't deal with that too easily. None of those other cards are going to be on the ground. Baby Dragon's not going to be able to cover the vicinity of the miner. And then still, because you don't have a Valkyrie in cycle, I can go for a mirrored up miner. Let's go, guys. Look at that damage. It's going to kill the Ice Wizard. It is 100% going to 3-tap an Ice Wizard. Oh my gosh. The pay-to-win experience of over-leveled cards is unreal. So usually Ice Wizard in that interaction trades evenly with the miner. But because it's 1 more elixir for me and 2 higher levels, I get 3 hits on the tower and finish it off. Okay, I wish I was hovering rocket. That would have been some nice trades for us. It is what it is. I can get an Inferno Tower here so he can't cross the river, and then he loses the Baby Dragon. And then because we have the Inferno Tower on the map, I can just begin my rocket cycle. I'm just going to rocket in the other tower. This doesn't matter to me. That doesn't do anything. I think he's going to lose the Valkyrie too. And then because he cycled the Valkyrie, I can maybe even go in for another miner or something. No, I'm going to be down too much elixir. I'm not going to do that. I'll Dark Prince and I'll Royal Delivery if he wants to go in. Otherwise, we'll go for Royal Delivery on the other side. Wait for skeletons to accumulate. We should be able to stop it all. And then the skeletons on our side are going to be able to clean up the rest of his graveyard. So that's good. Wow, the Inferno Tower is staying alive. That's fire, baby. Literally. Okay, so Dark Prince hit the tower. Not the end of the world for him, but pretty good for us. Valkyrie's going to give us a free rocket? Okay. Let's see it, dude. He doesn't know that I've got mirror, right? Oh, I know he saw me earlier, but I really hope he cycles something in the back. Please cycle another Ice Wizard or Baby Dragon or anything in the back. You know you want to. Okay, he doesn't want that experience. Who can blame him, though? Who can blame him? Unfortunately, the Inferno Tower is not targeting on the Baby Dragon. This could cause us some serious grief. I have to get skeletons down here as well. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I just need 1 miner hit, and then I mirror rocket him out. So I'm going to miner in the back in the spot that he's not predicting. And then I need 1 hit. All right, that's enough. So just 2 rockets and we win. That tower is at 1,200 HP, and it doesn't matter. This is so stupid. This shouldn't be allowed in Clash Royale. And I feel like, you know, it's a little bit unfair. The rocket's going to come down before. Woo. Woo. I was questioning myself for a sec. I was like, cost a lot of elixir, and a Valkyrie is coming at me. Probably should have defended before I did that and just cycled 2 rockets. But still, my point is clear. That shouldn't be possible. That would have been way too memey if I lost that one because I was in complete control of the game the entire time. Can we just say it was completely calculated? If we've got miner, we have to whip it out as quickly as we can to get that cheeky chip. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be dropping things near their tower at the start of the game to kill the miner. And if you're going to drop an Archer Queen, that's only a -1 trade for all that damage. I am definitely taking that. I've got Royal Delivery. I've got Dark Prince. I feel like I'm fresh and I'm ready to defend whatever spam you have. Okay, Ram Rider in the back. So you're currently up, like, I would say a solid 1 elixir from the rocket and then the miner. So you're up 4 overall. So you're not up too much. So that Ram Rider trading relatively evenly. You should be dropping something now. And yeah, he leaked a little bit of elixir. That's good. So Mega Knight in the back into an Inferno Tower. The Inferno Tower might expire, but the Dark Prince will probably be able to keep us alive. I can mirror up the Dark Prince too. The good thing about mirror is it's kind of like the over-leveled hacks that you have. You don't really expect them to be this broken, but they are. I'm going to go in for double Royal Delivery. I didn't even need to. I didn't expect Royal Delivery to be that strong, but now we basically have like half of a Royal Recruit push. It's our own scuffed version of Royal Recruits, but it's bigger and it's better with level 16. Maybe I can rock it here if you decide to Ram Rider. I don't... Oh, let's go. Please hold it all in place. Don't let me miss everything. Okay, I was either going to hit everything or miss everything, and it worked out. I guess I'm bold, and this man is not having a good experience after that. I'm a Fire Spirit, so then it can tank for the miner, and the Royal Ghost is going to go back towards the miner, but it's still going to give us like 3 or 4 hits, which is always a win in my book. If your miner gets 4 or 5 hits on the tower, then it's incredible. If it gets 3 or 4, then I think it's worth it. Maybe I can go in for skeletons here. Oh, I missed it. I didn't drop it in the right spot. It was slightly off to the side, so then the Royal Ghost hit 2 of them instead of 1 of them at a time. This guy's going to get a Dark Prince counter with the Bandit. The Bandit's going to charge. It's going to stop my Dark Prince from actually doing any damage there. Very obnoxious stuff. I think I got to go in for another Dark Prince here, mirrored. It seems like the best play so that the Bandit doesn't dash onto my tower. I could have Royal Deliveried, but I think the Dark Prince is going to force out extra elixir from our opponent. So if you Ram Rider into me, I could rocket on top of the Mega Knight. And, yeah, let's go, dude. Let's get that bread, baby. He's listening to me. He really wants to get rocketed today. He's letting me have my way. And you know what? The Inferno Tower might decay, but it don't matter. I'm able to Fire Spirit here and follow up with another Dark Prince. Oh, I thought he was going to miss it. I thought the Archer Queen didn't have the moves. I didn't think it had the juice. Dark Prince is able to kill the majority of the Royal Ghost as well, and I could rocket here on top of the Bandit. I could have rocketed on the Bandit. I think that would have been the right play. Okay, he Mega Knighted anyway. That's fine. So I'm able to go in for a Fire Spirit here after going for Skeletons. I don't think he's going to zap on this. I don't think there's any chance that happens. We can pull the Ram Rider from the other side and go in from double miners maybe? Okay, that didn't work out at all. That didn't work out at all. We're able to stop the Ram Rider. The main thing is, as long as he gets damage on this side, it's fine, because then we're able to defend with Rail Deliveries and get counter push. But if he goes opposite lane, that could prove to be very difficult for me. As you guys can see, these games are going the distance today. Every time that you play a fast cycle rocket cycle deck, you just want to get your opponent's tower to 1,305 hit points, because when you do, you walk away the win, and it's basically like hacks because you do instant damage that they can't counter. I just rocket twice and then the game's over. So that's what we're going for here. I think that the miner is going to be able to gradually chip him out, which is great. I can go in for a tower and then expect him to go in for a Ram Rider and rocket it. Or if he doesn't, then we can just go in for Skeletons and stop the Bandit. And then Fire Spirit here to stop the Mega Knight. Wow, I love running cheap cycle cards like this because it's very obnoxious for every opponent. And then you can rocket on the Ram Rider and just shut it down that way. Even though it's a -1 trade, he's doing negative trades for days with those lightnings. So works out in the grand scheme of things for me. I can Rail Delivery here just for safety in case he's going to go in for a small spell like a Snowball and make a prediction. But it doesn't seem like that's one of his plans. Oh, Mirror Rail Delivery. Let's go. Please, please just deliver yourself a little bit later so you're able to also hit the Archer Queen in time. Wow, that thing, I mean, it feels like I could just like go to school, get home, and then it would still be waiting to drop. It's just like not doing it in time at all. So 2 more rockets and 1 more miner hit and we win the game. So that's what we're going for here. I'm going to go for a Royal Delivery and then I'm going to go in for another Royal Delivery. Oh, that was double Fire Spirits. Never mind. Well, it still worked out. I can get a Dark Prince down, make sure that I get another Royal Delivery here, and we should be fine. I mean, I think I can just continue to spam and be okay. This deck seems really, really strong. I'm going to Fire Spirits. I'm going to Skeletons. I'm going to go in for another Dark Prince. I can get back to Royal Delivery. Yo, how am I defending with literally no elixir? This doesn't make sense, guys. I felt like I was at 0 elixir the entire time. It's kind of a crime to be able to do this. My goodness. So I'm going to go in for 2 Inferno Towers because he has the Lightning, and then he won't be able to stop it. The Miner is going to be in range, but you know what? That's major damage. That is devastating mental damage for our opponent. Never being able to break through, and there was nothing he could do despite being up, I'd say probably 13 to 14 elixir there. The positive elixir trades that you get by spamming Rail Deliveries and Inferno Towers is out of this world.
Curse that Elon Musk. Thanks to that earth-smooching Batinsky, I'm on the verge of bankruptcy.
Let's get it. Let's see if we can continue to pop off today. So, obviously, this deck is very fun. It's a bit more memey than the standard version of just running like log instead of the mirror. But, I mean, who wants to play decks that they've played a bajillion times? I like striving for different stuff and figuring out new opportunities and new things to play. That's at least how I like to play the most. But if you want to play the more competitive version of this deck, you can run the one with log instead of the mirror, and that's the one that's used in the top 200. This is the one that's more fun though. I'm going to go in for a Fire Spirit here and immediately go in for a Miner on the other side. Usually what you want to do is you want to apply a lot of aggression in the other lane, so then they can't support the Lava Hound, so that you can just go in for an Inferno Tower up high and kill the Lava Hound before they can go for a balloon or anything like that. So now, all the Lava Pups die, and if you go in for a balloon, it's also going to die, because, I mean, you're not able to support it with a Lava Hound to tank for it anymore. So, really good stuff. And I'm able to kite all the pups to the other side. I wanted to rocket that so bad, but then I realized, like, I could just spend 3 elixir on defense and get the value pack of the delivery. So, I'm going to go in for dual lane aggression here with maybe double Dark Prince if he doesn't have the right card cycle. So, I'm going to go for a Dark Prince here, and then if he goes in for anything besides Tombstone, I'm going to Dark Prince on the other side. Okay, he did Tombstone. Please don't go towards the Tombstone. Go towards the tower, Dark Prince. You're over-leveled for a reason. You got to have a bigger brain, too. Let's go. I love the fact that the guy had to fireball on a Dark Prince. It's a literal win condition. It's like Elite Barbarians that does splash damage. Maybe this deck is better in some situations because the regular version of the deck, like you log the tower maybe, and then you get a whole 77 damage at max ladder. Is that going to give you anything? No. But the Dark Prince gave me 2,000 damage. So, you know, I was trying to tell you guys, maybe you run the Dark Prince version with log, but maybe I should be telling the top pro players to run the Mimi version and surprise opponents. I don't know. It goes both ways. Sometimes Mimi or decks are better in some isolated situations, but not better overall. Okay, the Dark Prince again going to hit the tower. That's ridiculous. I can go in for a Miner, and then I can go for Skeletons to go and pull the Skeleton Dragons, so then the Skeleton Dragons go to the other side and then don't do any damage to my tower. If you guys haven't done that before, it's dope. Let's go! The balloon is in front of the Lava Hound! He got that tilted. He's tilted out of his mind. He is tilted out of his mind. My goodness. You know what? Let's tilt him some more. I'm going to go for Royal Delivery and Fire Spirit here, and we clean it all up. Literally 0 damage besides the fireball. That is the only damage this guy has gotten. And I've gotten damage on his tower. I've done damage to his mental. And I don't even know if he's done damage to his phone at this point. There's a possibility. I'm not writing that out. Because, I mean, if you lose a matchup this badly, and then you get hard countered by a Mirror Rocket deck with Mirror Dark Prince doing 2,000 damage, how can you be happy? This guy gave us a thumbs up, though. He must be the most positive person on this planet. Lots of respect to him. I'm going to give him some love, and we'll bounce on to the next one.
This is fine.
Let's get it. We're going to go for that Miner in the safe spot, and hopefully he doesn't get ready for it. Please just let it lock onto the tower. Please, let's go. So that's going to be a really good trade for us. Only is it a -1 elixir investment for us overall because he dropped a log on the Miner, and he took like 400 damage. Oh, man.
Why you always gotta be so mean to me?
It's not even ending. He's taking more and more. Please, Dark Prince, don't go back. Okay, if you went back, I would have had your brother come out. I would have made your brother deal with it. Okay, I'm going to clean up the mess with the Dark Prince on the left-hand side with a Miner as well. Oh, no, you're not dropping anything that I can clean up. Wait. The Inferno Tower would have locked onto the Miner, right? You're going to Ice Spirit and you're going to log. So you do an even trade overall and you take damage. Are we playing the Mirror matchup here? I think it might be. If we're playing the Mirror matchup and we've got Mirror Rocket, it's probably a match made in heaven for me. So I'm going to see if it's our destiny to go for the Fire Spirit and catch his Miner with Skeletons and then Dark Prince afterward. The great thing about the Mirror matchup is they can't kill the Dark Prince with a Rocket. So every time that you drop a Dark Prince and predict the Miner, you're going to be fine. The Dark Prince doesn't get splashed back by the Rocket either, so it's going to stay in place. But if your opponent has like a Valkyrie or something, what happens is you go in for the Rocket, you bounce the Valkyrie back, and you damage it down. Dark Prince is out here at level 16, and he's just having a great time. He's like, I don't die to anything. Gotta drop logs, skeletons, and everything on me. And then you don't have skeletons, and then you don't have log to finish off the Fire Spirit, so you might have to go in for something else. Look at that. He took damage. He didn't drop it at the right spot. Let's go. Devastating mental damage. I'm going to go in for a Dark Prince here, so it's going to give me better counter pressure. And if he miners, I've got Dark Prince as well. So do I double Dark Prince? Is this our win condition? If he minored it at that point, that would have been hilarious. This is basically Elite Barbarians at this point, right? It's not even Fibian. I said it before as a joke, but they move fast. And they jump over the river too, which in that case was a bad thing. Okay, so since it's miner versus miner, he doesn't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be hilarious when he figures it out. So I think we can just go for skeletons and fire spirits and stay able to clean that up, and it doesn't cost much elixir. And I'm going to rocket on top of the Dark Prince. You guys might think I'm an idiot for doing this. I don't know if I even hit the Dark Prince. Does it get out of the way? No, it doesn't. Good. He's going to Inferno Tower too. I'm just going to rocket again. Dude, this is 1,305 damage because you rocketed my tower. You just gave me an elixir advantage to do it.
It was at this moment that he knew.
And I can take out his entire tower with mere rocket. You know what? I just want to show you guys the spectacle of it. And this time I can't get punished. The first time I did it, I almost lost the game because it cost so much elixir. But the worst thing that this guy could do to me is just go in for a miner on my... Like, you can miner on my tower. That's going to do 500 damage in its lifetime. That means that it's going to take it forever to do. So I can rocket here. You can rocket on me and it doesn't matter. And I rocket again and we walk through the win. As you guys can see, he can drop skeletons. He can drop all the predictions he wants. But spell damage is direct and there's no way of stopping it. So if you're lucky enough to play against any other miner cycle player, you're just going to outdamage them and get a free win. In miner versus miner matches, Mirror Rocket gives you a major damage advantage. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest for your day.